White woman lectures Hong Kong protesters. Says safety is more important than freedom. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, bringing you the obvious. And today, on rawstory.com. So, this is a very interesting video and I think an example of bourgeois and everything wrong with the modern Western woman. Here we see, white woman caught on video, lecturing Hong Kong protesters, safety is more important than freedom. Now this is absolutely a 1984ian type of thinking. It's what you think if you're a slave. It's what you think if you're a fragile little human being who doesn't understand that without freedom, you will never be safe. Never be safe from tyranny, never be safe from the government, and never be safe from those who aim to oppress you. So here's a picture of the woman. We will be going through the clip because there's quite a lot to break down, but let's just read this blurb here to see what's going on. Video captured in Hong Kong shows a white woman lecturing protesters about why safety is more important than freedom. The video clip was posted on Twitter by the Passion Times. In the video, the woman is confronted by demonstrators as she takes down protest posters. Imagine being such a stuck-up woman that you take down protesters' posters, violating their free speech. What a frickin' stuck-up Western piece of garbage. Why don't the universities get involved instead of protesting, she asks. What a waste of time for everybody. You guys should be enjoying your Sunday. That's right. NPC says, why are you guys practicing a right to free speech? Why are you guys trying to have freedom of expression? You guys should just be enjoying TV and sitting down like a good NPC. This does not compute. These are the kind of people destroying society. The people who do nothing are bad enough. The people who know nothing are bad enough. But people who seek to do nothing and know nothing knowingly are evil. This is a face of evil. It's not very impressive, is it? But this is willfully ignorant. And willfully ignorant is worse than ignorance will ever be. Now, just a reminder, this entire channel is demonetized. If you want to show some support, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar. Check out the links down below in the description. All that good stuff. Violence breeds violence, she lectures. Find me one case where violence led to a solution. The war with Japan, the war with Germany, most crimes, police forces. I mean, almost every single day we solve things with violence. So there's an absolute stupidity, and I've noticed this stupidity is pretty strong among leftists. They think that peace is something we should be seeking. That violence is bad. It is not! If humanity ever becomes a hippy-dippy race, full of rainbows and flowers, where we lose our bloodlust, we lose our edge, we lose our ability to be violent, the moment an alien race comes, we will be obliterated, because we lost our will to fight. We lost our ability to wage war. Humanity's violence is what keeps us alive. Anyone who thinks that we can ever be peaceful and must ever lose our violence is an idiot. An idiot! Humanity must never lose our edge. In fact, I think we should be sharpening it. Peace is a false god. It's unfortunate but necessary. The woman goes on to tell protesters, you guys value freedom more than safety. I think safety is more important than freedom. It's pure doublethink, folks. It's pure, slavery is freedom. That's what she's saying. Slavery is freedom. Is it now? Do you feel safe, woman? Do you feel safe that with any moment, if these guys were protesting against an extradition bill, imagine that something happened to the white woman. Imagine. She pissed off, I don't know, someone from China, from mainland China, part of the Communist Party. Maybe she pissed them off. So the bill passed in this scenario, and then she gets extradited to Japan and is put in labor camps or in jail for her entire life. No fair trial. Would she feel safe then? That's the question. Would she feel safe then? I think not. You see, these protesters are fighting against the extradition bill, against China trying to basically take anyone from Hong Kong and put them in jail in China, interrogate them in China, go to the courts in China, which is basically a death sentence because China is corrupt, China is not free, and the Chinese have no rights. She's clearly a moron, but they're worried about their safety here, a reporter tells the woman. Look, your value system is different, the woman insists. Watch the video below. And this is so typical. Yeah, their value systems are not different. First of all, these people are fighting for Western values. Freedom of expression, bills of rights. The right to not corruption. Wars against communism. It's all very Western. And yet here you are saying, oh, safety's more important. What a stupid woman. A white woman ripping off posters at Hong Kong protesters put up in Prince Edward District saying that safety is more important than freedom. But she never has to worry to choose either one. So this is by the Asian feminist. It is in moon runes. So I just read you the translation. I'm going to play this video here and we're going to examine it.
That's what they're doing, but it's not working. This is not a public forum. The government wants public forum with the people, but it's not working out there.
Why?
Because
who's not participating? And why don't the universities get involved instead of protesting? What a waste of time for everybody. You guys should be enjoying your Sunday.
See, first of all, you can see that she's stupid. I want to say a lot of words, okay, but that might be seen as too extreme. So I'm just going to call her an absolute stupid moron who deserves... She's absolutely a stupid moron. This is not a public forum. They are outside. That is a public forum. She absolutely thinks that a public forum means a designated space. It does not. It means the public. What a load of baloney. A waste of everybody's time. This is such a stuck-up, elite, liberal mentality. Oh no, the peasants are protesting. This might hamper my day. This might influence my privileged life. I might have to wait a little bit longer in line. It might take a little bit longer to get to where I need to go. Darn peasants, let them eat cake.
It's not a waste of time?
No.
Look, is this okay? Is this respectful?
Why not?
Why not? If my mother saw me wrote this...
How did you do it, you know? What did you do?
I'm not saying what they did is
But
right
they don't
at all.
respect us.
They're wrong,
They
too.
call it good.
Yeah, well, do so.
So, look, violence, greed...
So this woman says, of course, what they're fighting against is wrong. The corrupt Chinese government is wrong. But this is wrong too. Seems to be her stance. So without protesting, without peacefully displaying and speaking freely, how do you fight against corruption? Newsflash, you don't just roll over and do nothing. That's a moronic mentality.
Violence, do you agree? Do you agree? Violence, find me one case where violence led to a good solution.
I think for them...
Literally every invasion where you fought back and won and kept you from being killed. This is probably true countless times in human history.
The certain point, the only way to protect freedom is to give up a certain...
Okay, you're right. So the problem is, it's not the 5 demands. It's you guys value freedom more than safety. Do we agree? Okay, so I think safety is more important than freedom. If you have a safe environment, you can communicate. Pardon?
She's so stupid. She's so stupid. She's so goddamn stupid. And it's clear that she's projecting from her fragile ego, from her fragile little mind. Because she's a woman. So people, especially people on the left, are always going on about freedoms and equality. Everyone's equal. Women should be equal. Women should have all the rights as men. Are you really telling me that a woman who's even more beta than the men around her, going against the grain, they have so much testosterone, should people like this really be allowed to vote? Should people like this really be allowed to have a say in how our society is run? When did we start enabling weakness? When did we start allowing weakness to perpetuate? Because that is when humanity started to die. That was our greatest mistake. Perpetuating weakness, glorifying weakness. And that seems to be what people like her always do. They advocate for the weak. They advocate from the position of weakness. And that weakness permeates society, degrading us all. I don't expect everyone to be able to understand this mentality. But logical observation would show it to be true. People who are weak vote for bad policies. They vote for safety over freedom because they're weak and afraid. These are the people destroying society.
Worried about their safety.
No, I'm not saying, look, your value system is different, okay? If you're older, the old thinking, like China's thinking, is safety is more important than freedom.
China's thinking is our way or the gulag.
Okay, so that's your thinking, right?
Okay, no problem. This everyday come to clear up.
Yes.
And everybody will stay in here. No problem.
Well, we shouldn't do this.
Enjoy.
We shouldn't do this.
No，你唔可以試㗎。
告訴我。
冇問題，冇問題。
我說你不可以試的。
So it's such a liberal white mentality. She thinks that her rights and her beliefs are more important and more valid than literally everybody else protesting. Her alone. She thinks that she knows better. This is so typical of your average white liberal, especially in the West. And yet here she is in Hong Kong, talking about her value systems over the native population. It really turns your head sideways, doesn't it?
This is my city too.
Yes, right.
Right.
你按香港就可以試了嗎？
You can
你按香港就可以試了嗎？你這麼跟
The right to migrate is a privilege, and she doesn't even realize she should be on the side of Hong Kong. Why isn't she?
是犯法的，你知不知道？你这样是乱犯法的，你知不知道？那是私人财产，吃上的东西不能吃的。他妈的，想死了嘞！
Excuse me, I don't know English.
Isn't it amazing how they have to physically remove her? A native Chinese woman, native Hong Kong woman, comes to her and starts yelling at her. I don't know what she said. I don't speak Moon Rune. That's the language of the gods. It's just amazing. Her idiocy is amazing. Like, it's just, God, I can't, it's just insane. I have no words. A few replies. In Times says, it's not your place, honey. BOC says, let me guess, Russian, LOL. Belia says, okay, so she says she values safety and not freedom. She's entitled to her views. So how do post-it notes threaten her safety? Here we go. She should go to China or wherever that suits her value, not Hong Kong. Just saying it, exactly. If she values safety over freedom, she should go to a country that oppresses its citizens in the name of safety. Maybe then she'll have some sense knocked into her little brain. Emily says, wow, I love the ending part where mainland Chinese stepped in to protect whatever is left of the Lenin Wall. As for the lady in blue, teehee, yes, you're enjoying the liberty in Hong Kong because Hong Kongers are fighting so hard to protect. So she's a dumbass, she's an idiot, and she probably doesn't even realize that China is corrupt. What a dumbass. What a stupid, basic, low IQ individual. How moronic. How idiotic do you have to be? So here's a good point. Clara says that I love Hong Kong blue tea is a clear sign that she is paid to do so, just like those effing gangs. Yeah. She might be a plant. She might be paid off by the Chinese government just to speak out. Because she's clearly... No human could be that stupid. And if there is... And people say eugenics is a bad idea. It's amazing. You know, there's an old quote by Benjamin Franklin. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Now, I don't know the history behind this quote, and I do not know the context, but I do know that the point itself is valid. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little bit of safety temporarily are idiotic, because you deserve neither, and you will not receive either. White woman thinks she knows best. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? What do you think about Hong Kong? And who do you side with? The Hong Kongans or this white woman? Be sure to let me know. As always, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar for as low as $1. Doing so will give you access to Fight Club, a private Discord server. There's also PayPal and Bitcoin options if you're interested, and sharing videos you enjoy on social media is very helpful. Red pill those normies. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.